Greetings YouTube and welcome to my first ever variant difficulty video where I give you some feedback as far as what has worked for me. And it's kind of surprising because I haven't done any variant content ever. But through the encouragement of several of my subscribers, including my dungeon buddy herself, Katie Candy, I said I'll just jump in and do one path of the first chapter tonight and just see how hard it is. And I have to give her and my other subs full credit because they said, Prof, you have the perfect roster to do this, and you love to parry and heavy because you suck at intercepting. And I'm like, I do suck at intercepting. Thank you. And so I just got done with the second to last fight of the third path, or the final path in this, and it took on Green Goblin with Hyperion. And I played around with Quake on the poison path, and of course, the minute she became poison, she got knocked out. But I love this new variant difficulty because it's super fun. And even though, of course, you probably don't have a rank 5 65 Hyperion or a rank 4 5-star Quake, or certainly a rank 2 6-star Domino, you can use the exact same champs I did, even as 4 stars. It just takes longer. So first, I just wanted to show you the worst enemy for this in the new variant path is not any of the enemies. It's the freaking special 3 bug that causes you to attack into the champion. I've been wanting to make a video on this for quite some time, and now I figured let me just throw that in and mention it in a variant. I might still make a separate video on this, but I want to say the best part about this at first, it's the Iron Man specials. So freaking easy to dex. In fact, they're the first specials that I ever learned how to dex. Now check this out. I'm going to do a special 3. It's not going to take a ton of damage, and certainly missing that does not help. But if it does what it normally does, and with Hyperion, it's not as bad. With Domino, it's terrible. He's going to automatically charge, and oh, he didn't do it. And because he didn't do it, I got wrecked. That's it's another useful tip. It's like they knew. It's like they knew that I was going to cover this in the video, and then just said, well, we can't have that. We can't have him talking bad about our game. Well, we'll get another special 3 in there this time with 7 Furies, and there we go. Perfect damage this time. By the way, if you hear some annoying tapping, as always, it's me just beating the crap out of my screen protector. But let's see if he charges this time. Wow, 0 for 2. Fascinating. So another great thing about Hyperion is that holding that block has given me some nice regen in several of these fights. Now, again, I doubt a lot of you watching this as Hyperion is 565, so you won't get that 198 per tick. But it is quite nice, and you can see I am getting a lot of health back. And this is not my main attacker in this, it's Domino. But any time I can get any damage off this final boss and save some of that damage output from Domino, it's a win. So don't worry about lights or mediums, just parry and heavy attack. That is the goal. Oh, there's that stupid bug, and it wrecked me. But yeah, so you could have seen there, it was 1 out of 3, which is the best ratio I've seen from this. But yeah, 1 out of 3 so far. And normally, again, with Hyperion, it's annoying, but it's not costly. With Domino, it's costly because she ends up charging and doing her medium attack, which then gives me that recoil damage because she's not an extra large champion, or should I say that glancing damage. So I'll show you in a second. I'll just let myself die here. What Domino, 6-star Domino looks like, because I do want to show a bit of that in this video. But in general, I have used no revives. I have used no potions. And yes, I realize that my roster is far more stacked than the average summoner, but at the same time, I think it just takes a little more patience and the same strategy. And notice all I'm doing is the parry and the heavy. And I do have Massacre and Red Hulk. I have a rank 3 5-star Red Hulk and a 4-star rank 3 Massacre. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you the special 3 issue with her, because the Incinerate is just doing so much damage that it's getting this guy down easily. And it's just no stress at all. That's what I love about this first variant chapter. No stress at all. So we'll go back and talk about the toughest fights and some strategy I used, especially with the Hyperion in a sec. But yeah, I just completed 100% of the first chapter in about half an hour. It was really no stress at all. So we are going to go back to quests. I'll show you what I've seen here. And I don't know if I'm going to do any more variant content tonight. But hey, it's worth discussing some strategy for average summoners who, like me, are not the greatest interceptors and maybe are kind of worried about it. So the hardest fight is Hyperion because you get that double power gain. And because you get increases all power this defender receives from power gain effects by 50%, you're constantly having to bait specials. And I think at one point Hyperion threw like 4 or 5 special ones in a row without me ever having the ability to even parry once. So I had to be extremely patient, and I did get knocked out the first time I tried Hyperion. So it is absolutely worth the sacrifice of 6 energy to just restart the match and do this over and over until you get past him. Once you get past him, it's a lot easier. With Cable, you just bait the specials with dexterity and just rinse and repeat. Magic, probably a tough fight for quite a few summoners, but I used Quake, and it was over very, very fast. I went Domino, Domino, Quake, Domino, and then Havoc. I went Hyperion, and I got him about 80% down. Then I got knocked out and used Domino to finish him off, and then the boss. Now, the bottom path is so easy. I'm so thankful for the enemies they have for the most part here. We've got Black Bolt, really easy specials to evade. As long as you parry and heavy attack, even with a 4-star Domino against Heimdall, just make sure that you bait his special 1 every time. Don't push him to special 2. Sabretooth Domino worked amazing even with the regen. Old Balls, same thing. Angela, same thing. And then Mordo is the toughest fight on this bottom path. I used Quake, which helped some with the power drain, and that got him down to about 60%. And then I finished him off with Red Hulk, believe it or not. And then this is the poison path. You want to make sure to take in a poison immune champ. In this case, for me, the option was clearly Hyperion. And then the boss, as I saw, or as you saw, excuse me, from the fight earlier, it's just the same thing. Dexing the Iron Man specials, rinsing and repeating. And just make sure if you use a special 3 on any champ, whether that be Hyperion, Domino, maybe you're bringing somebody else, watch that bug because unexpectedly you will charge the boss, and if you have Domino, you're going to take some glancing damage because chances are when you charge the boss, you're actually going to hit into him, and it's going to cause a lot more damage for you than it is to him. So, Katie Candy, thank you for the encouragement. Subscribers, Mama Bear included, thank you for the encouragement. Mama Bear Squad, you're trash too. And TZ Wizard, thanks as well for the encouragement to get me into Variant. I have several revives and potions that are expiring in the next 24 hours that honestly I was banking on using for the Variant difficulty, and as you can see from my inventory, I did not need to use any of them. So now I just need to make sure that, I don't know what I'm claiming, but either way, that's not the revives or potions. I just need to know either way what you would recommend for the next chapter of Variant for me, knowing that I don't have a Venom. That's where everybody's telling me it's an MVP. I have a 440 4-star Venom, but I don't know if I want to take him into the next chapter of the second round of Variant. So thanks for everybody for encouraging me to jump into this. It's been a lot of fun so far. I'm impressed with Kabam. It's the right amount of difficulty and the right amount of enemies to complete the paths. That's what I really like. Yes, 3 energy per node is annoying, but it is totally doable, especially if you've got some energy refill saved up, which reminds me, that's what I just claimed, some energy refills I just used. But yeah, it's been fun. No boost used, no revives or health boost used. The key is just going to be to keep quitting and restarting until you get past Hyperion so you're not draining a bunch of items or units. So there you have it, YouTube. My goal is to keep this video under 10 minutes, and we are in between 9 and 10, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. Have a good one, and you're awesome. As always, thanks for supporting my channel.